Hello, my name is Trent Theory. Now, you guys know how I'm a huge South Park fan, and South Park has just entered its 20th season. Well, I've decided to do a short video just to talk about how much South Park means to me. Well, South Park first premiered back in 1997. Now, that was a crazy year. You know, the song Bop was like really, really big. Bop dip da ba doo bop dip da ba doo bop dip da ba doo. Yeah, you know that song? Titanic was released. Princess Diana died. And of course, the Spice Girls. Like, how could we forget them? If you want to be my lover. So 1997 was a pretty okay year. So Comedy Central, like, they took a shot on these two guys, Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Like, they gave these two guys 6 episodes. Like, they thought it'd be like this little shitty show, only do 6 episodes, that's it. Like, they thought that Win Ben Stein's Money was gonna be the breakout hit of the year. But they were wrong. They were wrong, because South Park became way bigger than Win Ben Stein's Money. Like, no one remembers that show. I mean, like, fucking, yeah, Jimmy Kimmel, he was on it. I mean, like, who the fuck is Ben Stein? Oh, well, he's that guy from Ferris Bueller. What the fuck else has he been in? Nothing. But we're not just gonna ramble on about all this shit that doesn't mean anything. I'm here to talk about South Park and how it's turning 20. So the show that premiered 20 years ago is like, it's a completely different show that, you know, that's going on now. You know, back then, South Park was all about fart jokes and the chef and, you know, Kenny dying every week and, oh my god, they killed Kenny! And the chef would be like, I'm gonna make little do you want more? Well, that shit doesn't happen in South Park anymore. And Stan, like, he would just throw up whenever Wendy came and talked to him. Like, I can make a whole list of characters from South Park in the early days that haven't made appearances in, like, you know, years and years, that I just love these characters. Like Jimbo and Ned. Like, I know they still kind of make appearances every now and then, but, like, you know, those two hunting guys, like, you know, they're not like that anymore. Like, they're just like two guys in the crowd and that. Like back in the early seasons, like, there were these two crazy hunters that would just go around, like, saying, it's coming right for us. Like, fucking seriously, they gotta do another episode with those two guys. Like, you know, they had a TV show that was really, really funny. Dr. Mephisto. He was a genetic engineer, and he had this little fucked up clone, you know, the little monkey guy that would follow him around. My assistant Kevin. Yeah, his name was Kevin. And who could forget Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh? I mean, sure, a bunch of 14-year-old kids that watch South Park nowadays don't even know who the fuck Mr. Hanky is. I mean, he was a little Christmas Pooh. He'd come out of the toilet and, you know, spread the season's greetings. And how about Saddam Hussein? Yeah, that's right, Saddam Hussein, like the evil Iraqi dictator. He was a character in South Park, and he was Satan's gay lover, and he was also the main antagonist of the South Park feature film, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, which to this day is South Park's only feature film, and it was released in 1999, so about 2 years after South Park first premiered. So pretty much like the South Park movie is almost 20 years old. Come on, Matt and Trey, like, you need to come on, like, just fucking make another movie, just do it already. And of course the chef, like, I can't forget him. Like, he was just this big old cafeteria chef, and he would help the boys with all their problems. Like, he would always have some song to sing about women, or his chocolate salty balls. Soak 'em my chocolate salty balls. Put 'em in your mouth, you suck 'em. Fun fact, chocolate salty balls actually charted on the UK singles chart. Like, they actually made a full version of that song and released it as a single, and it charted on the UK singles chart. Yeah, it actually did, yep. It was from the Chef Aid album, which was released in 1998. So let's talk about, like, when I first started seeing South Park. I've known about South Park pretty much since it started. I wasn't allowed to see it because I was like 4 years old, but, like, I knew about it. Like, my dad, like, he watched it, and I remember that I really wanted to see it. You know, I just wanted to see it. But then in the year 2000, when I was about 6 years old, I remember that I did actually get to see an episode of South Park, and this episode was called Are You There, God? It's Me, Jesus, and it was from season 3. And it was the first episode of South Park that I ever watched. I remember I watched it with my mum. I conned her into actually letting me watch an episode of South Park, and I said it was just going to be a one-time thing, and I wouldn't watch it ever again if she just let me watch it once. And yeah, and I didn't watch South Park again until 2005. And that's when I started to watch episodes like every now and then in 2006, like that's when I started becoming like a full-on blown South Park fan. So pretty much I've been a fan of South Park for 10 years, and that's pretty much like half of the time that the show's been on the air. So anyway, there's always going to be a special place in my heart for South Park. You can subscribe to this channel, like my page on Facebook. My name is Trent Terry. I'll see you next time.